Well, good morning, my little tea sitters. Did you get comfy? Did you grab something to drink? Get yourself all cozy? Coffee, water. Make sure you're hydrating. It's important. I don't do as well as I should, but working on it. Again, that's what this is all about is working on ourselves, making things better. So, you know. Anyway, so I wanted to just kind of give a little shout out to everyone for joining me, kind of going on this little journey that I got, and I'm really hoping that I'm gonna be able to be here to help others. I'm no specialist. I'm just talking, you know, what life's kind of handed me and how I've dealt with it, and doesn't mean that I've dealt with it great. Doesn't mean that I dealt with it right, especially the first time. Because sometimes we kind of have things that repeat. And so, anyway, all we can do is recognize and try to make it better. And when I say try to make it better, it it is me, you, nobody else. Mind your business. Your business. I'm minding my business because I'm my business and nobody else's. And that's all right. Because Lord knows I know that I got a lot of business to take care of. And I'm finding out that just kind of staying in my own yard and minding my business and not worrying about taking care of or helping others take care of their business. Whew. It's taking a long time because when you're a helper, when you're an empath, where you feel like you gotta help, you gotta fix, you gotta rescue, you gotta be there no matter what, because you've always been, right? Um, you know, but what I've learned and what I'm learning is I kind of forgot somebody really important, somebody that's the main character of my story. Me. I forgot how to take care of Tina. I forgot what Tina liked, what Tina needed, because I replaced it with everything I thought everybody else needed from T. And in that process, kind of lost me. And that really sucked. And then I became who I felt like I needed to be, right? That's person that's always there, that listener, that fixer, or that person that's been there, um, can maybe give a little good advice, and that's all good. That's all good. I mean, that's why we're here, right? Is to help each other, um, to kind of like give the knowledge that we've learned, whether it was, through a hard lesson or an easier lesson or just through teaching, learning. I don't know. I don't even know where I'm going with this. But anyway, um, what I'm getting at is that I've realized that, you know, I need to put all of what I put into everybody else, all my friendships, all my relationships, my family, um, you name it, my animals, strangers, strangers. I have put more into than I have even myself. And meaning put into, meaning showing that love, compassion, non judgmental, seeing, being authentic, getting deep, all of that. I've done that for everybody else. And totally didn't do it for me. Really? Honestly, T. Like, what the fuck are you thinking? Because where are you now? You are at the point to where, like your well is getting empty. You're pumping sludge, as I've said before. I feel like ourselves, as we, are givers and, want to help and whatnot, we kind of forget how to replenish the well, because we're pumping to help, we're pumping everything we got in us to help that other person, because they need it, they need me, like I can help them, and that's great. That's great. I mean, because that's what we need to do. We need to lift, we need to help people, find themselves. We need to help people, like, rise and know their spark, their shine, especially when they're in the deep darkness of their shadows and can't get out of it, that's all fine. But again, for such a long time, I was always worried about filling everybody else up, boosting them, and just couldn't understand why I felt so heavy all the time. Why did I feel drained? Well, I mean, because you don't fill yourself up afterwards. When you give, and you give your light, you give your love, you give all of what you got. You also got to fill it back up, because if you don't fill it back up, then each day you're getting emptier and emptier. And before you know it, you're like that well pump. And we all know what's at the bottom of a well when it goes dry, right? Muck. So then how much are you really helping anybody else? Because now you're giving them mucky water. You're not even giving them the pure, the divine water that comes through you, from God and from your spirit and what you're supposed to be given. It's not as pure, and it's probably not as pure is because now you're feeling empty, and you got to feel whole, and you need to feel grounded, and you need to feel uplifted, and you need to feel all of that of what you're given. And so through this whole kind of Tina journey of, like, who am I? Where am I? Kind of like that saying, like talking heads, like, this isn't my beautiful house. This isn't my beautiful wife or husband, or, because kind of walking through the motions of life, but then you lose yourself. So I'm here to promote about finding yourself, finding you again. That person that you seem to have lost. That person when you're sitting with yourself and you're like, I'm not who I used to be. Why am I not as happy? Why am I not as carefree? Why am I not as, kind of like what I was or who I was when I was younger, when I was a little girl, when I didn't give a fuck about nothing? Really? Because we didn't have to. We were little, carefree, till somebody tells you can't. Or don't do that. Or why you being that way? Oh my gosh, you're so much. You're too much. And the more and more we hear that from others, it dims us. It makes us try to fit into what is being told to us. Who the hell are they to tell us anything? Really? I mean, unless you're being a rotten person, and you're sinning left and right. But if you're just trying to be a good person, if you're, trying it out, trying to do better, that's all you can do. Be you. And that's what I'm learning. You know what? I really like Tina. I know I am a really, really an amazing human being. And to be honest with you, there's a big mix of that going on. And you need to be true to yourself. You need to allow yourself to shine, to glow. It's not easy. Hell to the no. Because for the first time in your life, you're actually putting you first. Oh my gosh, right? Putting me first. Doesn't mean I don't love everybody else. But, it's time to love me for who I am. It's time to recognize the beauty, the love, the quirkiness, the uniqueness. I don't know. We could use all kinds of things to describe me. Some good, some bad. But you know what? What I'm finding out is that I'm falling back and not only liking, but I'm falling back in love with Tina. And that's what I want you guys to do. I want you to just really sit with yourself. Take time. Take the time to be with just yourself. Ask yourself, who am I? Who did I lose? Who did I gain? Who do I want the world to see? It's not who others want the world to see you like. Who do you want the world to see you like? Do it. I want to see you. Just like you're seeing me. So, on that note, sit with yourself. Because you just might find that you like parts of you. And the ones that you don't like about yourself, maybe dig a little deeper. Find out why you don't like those parts. Because eventually, you're going to start to like those. You're going to start to actually love those. Because those parts that maybe we didn't really care for, are the things that need to come out. Let go. And start to like. And eventually we'll love. Because where there's always good, happy, all of the joy, there's always a little bit of darkness, ugliness, scarceness. But if you dare to enter both aspects and let them kind of mesh together, yep, it's a whole total different experience. Not saying it's fun. Not saying it's pretty. Not saying it's easy. It gets a little easier the more that you do it, the more that you allow it. But you need to take that first step. So, my challenge today is for you to sit. Sit with yourself, quietly, comfortably, whatever it shall be. And kind of tap into yourself. Find something in you that you love about you. That you like. You might not even be there to yet to love. But to like. Liking's the first step, right? And if something that you don't like about yourself kind of pops out, you know what? Put it on the shelf. Let it sit. The shelf up here. Just let it sit. Don't let it bug you. Don't let it haunt you. Just let it sit. Because it talks. It tells you. And then tell it's okay. It's okay. Every feeling we have is valid. It's about recognizing it and making yourself okay with it and then forgiving it. All right. Thanks. I appreciate you guys sitting here and listening to me. Some days it's got to make sense. Some days it's not. Some days you're just going to scroll along. It's all good. Again, I might not always be your cup of tea. But, you know, you are going to get the authentic tea, the real tea. And I can only talk about me. I can only share about me. So all that I have to share and say is mine. But I know that what I have to share is really going to help somebody. Whether it's one or whether it's a million. Who knows? As long as it's even one person to let you know that you are worth it. All the hard work to go and to love you again. It's worth it. It's tough, but it's worth it. And on that note, I'm just going to wish you all a blessed day. Make it the best day. Make it a God day. Let God tell you. Ask Him. Ask Him what it's going to be. What is your day going to be? I'm telling you. When you tap into something that's higher than yourself, you can't get any higher than God, right? Kind of embrace that. Feel that. Because I know He's going to tell you that you're beautiful and you are here for a reason, and you matter. Everybody matters. All right? So, sit and sip on that for a little bit, because that's what T's got to say today. All right, guys. I love you. Peace.